Interesting. So then, and one last comment, just that you said someone said to you once upon a time, like, there's nothing wrong with you, and you were relating that much to your stomach and your digestion, your appetite, and I'm thinking, oh well, of course the solar plexus is all about I am my own master, and when someone's, even though they were outside, you said that to you, it flicks a neuron in your brain, said, wait, I am in control of me. I can heal me. I am in control of me. I am my own master. So that's why your appetite comes right back, because it clicked in your brain stem, in your neural firings, that you're right. Not that he was right about you, but you're right. I can heal me. I am in control of my vessel. I can whatever, conquer this, whatever it may be. And I feel like that's what snapped your appetite back on, which is you honoring your self-mastery. No one's in charge of me. No one's my master. No one's my guru. It's me. I rule this ship. Yeah, so I just saw that like sync up, like sync, like
I love that so much. Thank you for, and it's, here's the thing now, I'm trying to figure out how to correlate that to my brain then. Because there's so much brain fog, and I really literally I get so flighty. Like seriously, I'm in the clouds a lot of the day, and it doesn't take much to get me there, but I think that's more like of a spiritual thing. However, when it comes to like trying to plan out that masculine part in me, oh my gosh, like and when I talk about that, I just mean like getting the ideas and then putting the ideas into a form that can actually like come together. That piece to me is like, it's like freeze mode, because
Yeah.
it's like there's so many ideas because of the way that now I see things. I can see things in layers, in timelines, and I can see the video game down to the guy that creates the video game, to the guy that's in the video game, the guy holding the controller. Then we go up in layers, and it's too much information for me right now for my brain. And I'm like, Spirit, slow down. Like, I don't know what
That
to do with it.
you need to look back at everything you went through in your life, going through the military with all that mind fuckery that they do to you in there, being a preacher for 12 years, then your accident. Look at your growth. Like, look at you today, the person you have become after all the hardships you have been through in life. You have become one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life.
Thank you for saying that. I'm still here. They can't kill me. It's like that Bopum game, in the 80s, that clown you would punch. It's like, oh, she's going down. No. Oh, she's going down. No.
weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Right?
Right? That's how it feels. That's how it feels. But the point is, thank you for letting me come on here. I love talking like this about people that are passionate about this and understand that all of this is so hard to handle
It's
sometimes.
not an easy journey. It's not. Anybody that tells you once you get on your enlightened spiritual path, that your life gets easy, they're lying to you, because it gets way harder before it gets easier.
Yeah, it's so hard out here, y'all.
You end up living in a tent for 30 days. You end up like places you would never expect yourself to be, but there's a reason you're there, and you have to go within yourself and find that reason for being in that exact situation that you're in.
Yeah, they dropped me in Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. Like, what do I even do with that? I'm like, for real? You're gonna put me here? What do I do with this place?
Right?
But it's all good. I know you're right. I was actually trying to find a TikTok because it was talking about different centers or spots like on the grid, across the United States, across the world, and there happens to be one in LA, which might be the reason why they send Helen to LA. But I don't want to be in LA. I want in the woods.
LA is a very dark place, but you're prepared for it. You're more spiritually strong than a lot of people I've met on here. So you have the power to overcome that dark city, and there's a
You know
reason you're
that I
being drawn
hate to say you're right, right?
there.
So, can I just also throw a little thing out there? I don't know, how you feel about this, use your feelings, but I'm just saying, like, I think that I could help with that. Some of this stuff, a lot of it, like your clarity, your groundedness, the fluidity of your thoughts. You were saying something, you see multiple dimensions and such, but like really bringing it down into a grounded place. Something. If you be open, my consultations are free. Number one. And there's a money back guarantee. That's not a fucking gimmick. Like, that's not a joke. It's like if after a month or two you're like, it didn't do anything, send it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I really, really have never, ever, ever had a refund. Had someone mail it back because it didn't work, because literally every single person. And then also going back to, not to be on my salesman pitch, but every single person, I leave it up to them. I say, I don't have a price tag. It's what can you afford, and I will build something congruent to that. So if you put up $100, I'll build a gemstone necklace on that price tag. If you got $1,000, I'll build according to that. And regardless, just like Jesus in the Bible, the people like picking grapes or something, it's like whether you come at first thing in the morning or last thing in the evening, everyone gets the same treatment, whether you spend $100 or $1,000. It's like I will be there, to support that as much as I possibly can, and it has nothing to do with the dollar bills. So some people spend $100 and then every week they're calling me and be like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Now, not to promote that savior energy like I'm saying, but right. I'm just saying, like, I will give my all in terms of like trying to support them in their self-empowerment, meaning like some people will get a fishing rod and they'll learn how to fish in one day. Some people will get a fishing rod and it might take them a month or two to learn how to fish, and I'm not going to judge them or charge them extra fees. Be like, oh, well, then it's $300 an hour after this. You spent this much on gemstones, and then you got to keep on paying and paying and paying. It's not like that here at all. It's like you get to decide what you can afford, and I will build according to that. And then even after that, I still give freely and abundantly as much as people need. And my whole intention, I said it in one of my my TikToks, I'm like, the idea of like when you give a child a bicycle, not to diminutize an adult, but when you give a child a bicycle, you hold the back of the seat just long enough to make sure they have their balance, and then you let go and be like, look, you're doing it by yourself. Yes. Then they're free. Then they're done. You're good. You're good to go. You figured it out. You're on your own. Yes. My whole intention is to help people attain greater levels of freedom, greater levels of self-empowerment, get off of pharmaceuticals, not need to show up at 6 Reiki lives or quantum healing lives a day on TikTok. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right. Are you still not healed? You got 6 hours under your belt today. You still not healed? Like, so I'd love for you to, humor a Skype chat sometime. And it's recorded, so we both have copies. Everything that's discussed, everyone has a copy. There's no like, I have the copy and I dole it out. It's like everything is documented. You have a copy, I have a copy. There's no funny business. Everything's transparent, open book. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to talk to you about not that you're not healed. You are. But everyone is always looking for more steps forward. You're never done until your body's out of here.
I love that so much, and I love the integrity of your heart when it comes to, like you were saying, everyone can't afford to do, this or that. So do we deny them healing because they can't? Absolutely not. Because people like y'all and myself, we understand that we are held accountable. When we're stealing from people, when we count that person that gave $10 more than that person that was able to give 2 cents. We understand that principle. So I love that so much. Yes, I need to be able to sleep at night too, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to be reaching out to you, and thank you so much for letting me be here. It's so good.
Thank you for jumping in the box. Love you.
I love you.
Aye, Captain.
Night.
Have a great night. Nice to meet you. Such a pleasure.